Oli, Shaujanya Dubey, and Salab Sinha. Similarly, from Midwestern University, Nepal, Deepak Prasad Dumbre, we all are familiar with that name. He is the wicket-keeper batter. Rajan Casey, the skipper. Bipin Khatri, the speed maestro. Dinesh Adhikari. There is Diwan Pun, Manish Thapa, Nishchal Rawal, Rabindra Jangshahi, Rajkumar Shah, Subhash Pandari, and Suraj Bohra. So Midwestern University, they are star-studded team. Lots of players have already represented Nepal A under-19 teams and have played in so many national tournaments. And I'm very sure the team from Delhi will be equally poised with that all-rounders, the bowlers, the batters, like having immense experience. So it's going to be one cracker of a game for sure.
We all know how good Bipin Khatri is, one of the better spinners from Nepal Premier League. Deepak Dumbre, we all know the potential he has with the bat. Many under-19 players in Midwestern University. Similarly with Delhi, it also seems a very favorable condition for them. Coming from Delhi, it's not that far off from the Kathmandu conditions. Spoke with some players earlier. They're very ecstatic that they are here in TU International Cricket Ground and participating in one of the most coveted. Although it's the inaugural edition, it is, in fact, International Inter-University T20J Nepal Cup, and they would want to have the hands on this beautiful trophy that lies beside us in Combox right now. So, Kirandai, what do you think?
I'm very sure it's going to be one exciting game of cricket that we will be witnessing shortly. Talking about the toss, I was surprised that the skipper, Kuldeep Yadav, won the toss and elected to bat first. Normally what happens in TU is all the captains, they most of the time elect to bowl first, looking at the condition, because there's always something on offer for the pace bowlers at the start of the innings. There's moisture out in there, a bit of dew factor that comes into play in the earlier stages of the game. And as the day progresses, the pitch normally favors the batters. So that is one of the reasons why the captains, when they win the toss, elect to bowl first. But Kuldeep Yadav, he must have had a view or thought about it and has decided to bat. It will be very interesting to see how they go about the business.
It surely would be very interesting to see that. It was quite surprising to my eyes as well why Kuldeep Yadav would have chosen to bat first, but the team seems ready. As you can see in the screen right now, it's a star-studded team, I must say, for Midwest University. As this is an inter-university tournament, you see a lot of players coming from under-19 team, so it's going to be a cracker, I assume.
So the players are warming up. We are warming up because the sun's going to come up, and more than that, there will be the heat of the game. The excitement will be there, as we saw during NPL as well. The first edition of NPL has just been concluded, and what a blockbuster series it has been for Nepal. And it has done a lot of good for Nepalese domestic cricket, like playing with the stars they've always watched on television. Somebody like Sikha Dhawan, Martin Guptill, you name it, Jimmy Nisham, Sohail Tanvir. There were so many names that came here to play the first edition. The arrival of Brian Lara, Jonty Rhodes was here in Nepal, sharing the comm box with Darren Goff, talking about Nepalese players, Nepalese pace bowlers. It was a treat to watch, and what a wonderful tournament it has been.
Yeah, for sure. That was a milestone for Nepali sport. Not just in cricket, entire sport. It was watched all over the subcontinent, and also Nepali diaspora living all over the world, in Australia, in Scotland, in UK, Ireland, USA, Canada, you name it. Nepali people are all over the world, and they all love cricket, that's for sure. And NPL for sure was a brand success, a grand success, pardon. Having worked for a few commercial partners myself that was involved in NPL, it was a very hectic but a very, very fruitful endeavor for me, myself, and the team as well. We were into the branding, advertising stuff, and everyone was just ecstatic that a magnitude of tournament like NPL was held in the very TU ground where we used to play inter-college tournaments back in the day, Kirandai. It was just beautiful.
So with that, the umpires are entering the field, so the game will be underway in no time now. So just to conclude with NPL, broadcasted in Star Sports, the Nepalese cricket, live from TU, you know, being broadcasted in Star Sports, coming through different channels around the world, and the whole world was watching. And, you know, with the success, with the involvement of the team, the hard works, the franchises, and most importantly, the crowd, the audience, they have given a vibe that how big cricket is in Nepal. So the winter of cricket is underway, you know, starting from NPL, coming to this tournament, starting January with cricket here in TU. There are a lot of cricket coming up, the Tri-Series, the PM Cup, and I'm very sure there are a lot of other tournaments which will be coming live. So Nepalese audience will be kept really busy. So for today, you can watch us live on Prime as Television SD, and in YouTube as well. You can watch it through Prime Television SD channel. And we will be broadcasting all the games. Remember, there are 2 games to be played today. So the first one is nearly underway. So Delhi University winning the toss, electing to bat first, and the players from Midwestern University in their blue and black jersey have entered the field. And there are so many familiar names for the domestic audience, so they are thoroughly going to enjoy it, and it will be very interesting to see the skill set and the mindset of the players from Delhi University.
Yeah, a lot of names there. I see strolling Bipin Khatri, young Bipin Khatri. I see Deepak Dumre there in the ground. It's been quite a pleasant. There you see Deepak Dumre, 10 number wicket keeper, batsman for Midwestern University. 2 batsmen from Delhi University are in the crease now as well. They are getting in the crease. They seem very levited, warming up. This must be a quite showdown. It's a coveted tournament for sure. You would want to get the better of the opponent earlier in this tournament. Get the head start that you've wished to get into the later stages of the league. As you can see, the bowlers warming up there, batsmen getting into the crease. They seem very chill, Kirandai.
It does indeed. I checked the pitch this morning as well, and there is a bit of grass just outside the off-stump line for a right-hander batter. So I'm very sure that will come into play. So the match is about to get underway, and as he did in NPL in so many occasions for Poker Avengers, Bipin Khatri will be starting the proceedings, and how effective he was during that tournament with the new ball in his hand. Has taken wickets more often than not during the power play, and Midwest will expect similar kind of performance from Bipin Khatri.
Let's get going, let's get underway. Bipin Khatri, as you mentioned earlier, he had quite a good NPL series, didn't he?
So Aman Yadav and Hers are the 2 batters. And the first ball and the wicket perishes. Bipin Khatri, as I just was mentioning, how effective was he during NPL for Poker Avengers, starts his bowling in this Jai Nepal Cup with a wicket in the very first delivery. Let's have a look at that. Pitched in leg stump. The batter was trying to flick the ball, completely missed it, crashed into leg stump. So the success in the very first delivery, Bipin Khatri living up to his name, living up to his reputation, takes the wickets in the very first ball.
Yeah, Bipin did him good there. He just couldn't read the ball, could he? His head well down from the middle stump, the ball caressing the leg stumps, got him bowled, first ball. Why? What a start. What a start for Bipin Khatri. Lives up to his name.
Drona didn't have any clue whatsoever with that delivery. Probably he hasn't watched Bipin Khatri ball. They should have, because he is one very dangerous bowler during the power play. Let's have a look into that. He was just playing casually. You can't do that, playing cross the line to Bipin Khatri. So the wicket perishes without any score on the scoreboard. Delhi University, a nightmare of start, 0 for 1. Priyansh is the new batter. Bipin Khatri on this occasion just keeping the ball outside the off stump, teasing the batter, inviting him to play the shot. That's what he does, and then all of a sudden he balls that one japper of the delivery that nips back in, cross the batter, try to play cross the line. You don't do that against the caliber of Bipin Khatri. This one played it with short hands. Now they are being very cautious playing Bipin.
Waiting for that sharp carom ball from Bipin Khatri. You would know better, having worked as the managing director for Pokhara Avengers. I would assume you would have a lot of one-on-one conversations with this young man, Bipin Khatri.
Absolutely, very experienced campaigner is Bipin. Very cool in his head. He knows what he is doing. He goes about his business, and one thing is he's very passionate about taking wickets. He always used to say, I always aim for taking wickets and make life harder for the opponent. That's what he's already done. Power plays on 5 deliveries, no runs conceded, and has already taken a wicket. A dream start for Midwestern. Final delivery, trying to play cross. That was close, let me tell you that. Bipin Khatri, what a start. A maiden wicket over Delhi University. In the very first over has lost. Look, that was really very close. Maybe the height might have saved him. That was a quicker one from Bipin. So the first over has been concluded. Delhi University has lost a wicket without scoring.
शाबाश बन्डे एक दुई कदम माथि बसे चलो बोइज चलो यार दिवान दाई चलो बोइज बोलो यार वेल्डन दिवान दाई.
So the first over was a maiden wicket over. How often do we see in cricket that in T20 during power play both spinners operate from both ends? It's very rare view. And for Midwest, Diwan Pun will be joining Bipin Khatri. Diwan Pun will be bowling from TU end. And Aman, watching all the dramas unfold from the other end, will be facing him for the first time. Diwan right on the body. That is very, very close. And the finger goes up. Would you believe it? There's no runs being scored, but we have seen already 2 wickets down. Aman, as I was telling, was watching all the dramas unfold. And at the end of the day, Diwan Pun with the very first delivery yet again. We saw the wicket perish in the very first delivery of the game. And the story continues in the second over. Delhi University losing their second without any score on the board. At the moment, looking very gloomy for them. It's 0 for 2.
That's a long stroll back into the pavilion there. A dream start for Midwestern University, pardon. A dream start for Bipin, a dream start for Pune. And they are having the best of their first game in this tournament. Prehan's consoling his new batsman in. They've not scored even a single run as of yet. 2 wickets for 0.
So the university is Nepal is getting better off. Delhi University from India. One advantage the home side has is they know the pitch, they know the conditions, they know how the ball's going to play during the power play and throughout the game. And Diwan Pun, you know, it's never too easy to get it into the business in the very first delivery, bowling into that stump. On that occasion, what Aman did wrong was he was trying to play across the line. You never do that with the bowlers who are aiming to the stump, especially in TU. So here is Diwan Pun. Drifting towards leg this side. Drifting towards the leg side. After bowling that beautiful delivery, Diwan can just bowl those balls in the right arc. For his next 5 deliveries. I'm very sure it's going to trouble the batters. Look at that. Right on the money. Straightening in. The middle stump for sure. Now the batters are very cautious. The pressure is straight underway into Delhi University. They have to rotate the strike, at least have some runs on the board. At the moment, it's looking very hard even to connect the ball. Again, a loud uphill. The pitch is doing all the help to the bowler.
The shenanigans of Diwan Pun all working here. The ball's doing all the bit, the drifting, the skidding. He's a skiddy customer, Diwan Pun. And if it hits that patch outside of the off stump, we see a bit of grasses in there, the ball can do wonder.
Again, it was heading towards the stump. Lucky that he got an inside edge. That might have saved him. Shalab, it's not getting easy for him out there as well. So both the bowlers, Midwest hasn't conceded a run yet and has already taken a wicket. Is that too in the very first delivery? That always gives a lot of confidence to any bowler, you know, taking the wicket in the very first ball. A dream strike. Very close call this time around as well, but umpire Gupta said no straight away. It will be very interesting to see in the replay. Was there an inside edge? Beautifully bowled. Yes, there was a thin inside edge that has saved the batter indeed. So after the end of 2 overs, Delhi University has lost 2 wickets without any score on the board.
A question lingers. What would it take for Delhi University to score their first run? They seem to be all over the place. In full control, Bipin and Diwan. I believe Bipin is back in. Yes, he is.
Jersey number 3. Bipin Khatri bowling it outside up, just offering a bit of width. And Priyansh freed his arm. So the first runs on the board. Finally for Delhi University in the 3rd over after losing 2 wickets. It was overpaced delivery. Maybe he was trying to deceive the batter with that quicker flighted delivery. Yeah, that was a quicker one. Just a bit overpaced to Bipin's liking. That was in the air. So no confidence at all. Ooh, that was close. A quick run being stolen. So they understand that the runs are not easy to come. The batters of Delhi University. So what they need to do at the moment is, you know, try and rotate the strike, at least get the scoreboard ticking at the moment.
If you're not middling the ball, you better take the risk and get going. It was a half-hearted sort for the first run. The second was a fumble. Let's see what we've got in the 3rd over. Pardon, the 3rd ball of the 3rd over here. Bipin against Shalab.
What Delhi can't afford to do at the moment is lose another wicket. Oh, that was close one. It was angling in, coming towards the stump with that left arm orthodox bowling. Bipin is always very threatening. No matter what tournament you play, very, very experienced campaigner, as I've already said, plays from Gandaki province. A wonderful human being, a wonderful player, more than that, a very talented and skillful bowler.
Yeah, we can see that the ball drifting again, back inside, back into the batsman.
Outside the off stump this time around, a diving effort. The ball's racing towards the boundary. So the first 4 has been scored in the 3rd over. Shalab, beautiful shot. Look at that. Width offered. And it was easy picking. He just played it down the ground. No chance for the fielder at the catching position in there to stop that delivery. The ball raced towards the boundary. So the first boundary has come for Delhi University. That ball was angling towards the stump. The batter is clean bowled. He had no idea what was happening. Even we were confused for a while. Nipping back in, that's what Bipin does. After he was hammered for that boundary, he just bowled that wicket taking delivery, that, you know, wide angle, nipping back in with his left hand. The batter completely missed it and crashed the ball into the leg stump. So the nightmare continues for Delhi University. They have lost their 3rd. Bipin Khatri has got 2 in 2.
One more long stroll back into the pavilion. That is quite a scene from Midwestern University. I think the previous ball, when he got smacked for 4, was a setup, because he's a drifter, he's a skiddy customer. He offered that length, got hit for 4 for sure, but then he got back with full confidence and bowled out the batsman clean. At the end of 3rd over, it's 7 for 3 now. Diwan Pun is back in the crease from pavilion end. The batsman is Priyansha.
Yes.
So Diwan Pun continues with the 2nd over, has taken the wicket in the very first delivery. One thing that's getting hard for the batters of Delhi University is they are finding it very hard to read the line of the bowlers. You know, they're trying to play across the line, and it's always dangerous. Let's have a look into that again. You know, trying to go over the top, missed it completely. Very unnecessary shot, I must say. This time around, it was in the air. There's no chance for the fielder to stop it. The ball raced towards the boundary. For the first boundary, and the first run being scored in the ball of Diwan Pun. So Priyansh, well, he has decided that somebody has to take the control, take the better of the bowlers. Look at that, straight over the head. Very safe shot.
An over-pitch delivery got treated as it was supposed to be.
This time around, played it with soft hands towards the leg side. Protection. So they are back for 2. So Priyansh is batting sensibly. The first ball, he saw it in his arc, played it with the straight bat over the bowler's head for a boundary, and then the next delivery, played with really soft hands. Good cricket. Again, it was overpiece into his arc, and one thing he's doing good is, rather than playing it up in the air, he's trying to play it down the ground. Apart from that boundary where he went over the head of the bowler, which is always safe. So Kuldeep Yadav, the skipper, is in the strike for the first time. He did not expect
First
this to
ball,
happen
first
this
ball.
early. 14 runs on the board, 3 wickets down, and he is already out in the middle. Diwan Pun just pulled his line a little bit down. So that's where he should be bowling to my liking, because from there, the batter is always in two minds whether to play or leave the ball. And nipping back in towards the stump. They are bowling beautifully. So with that dot delivery, the 4th over has been concluded. Delhi University 14 for 3.
New bowler, jersey number 11. I repeat, 11. Better, right arm over.
So finally, there is change in the bowling. Bipin Khatri has been given a break, and the new bowler is Dinesh Adhikari. Has played a lot of domestic tournaments. Dinesh Adhikari in jersey number 11, and Priyansh will be facing him. So some pace attack finally into the power play, coming into action now. Oh, good ball. Hint of movement. That ball was pitched around 5th, 6th stump line, and after pitching, I was telling you that there is a bit of grass outside that off stump around 6th stump line, and that ball deviated after it pitched. Beautiful start.
That grass patch would be your target for sure for the pace bowlers.
Yet again, that movement is going to cause a lot of problem for Delhi University. Wasn't the spin attack enough that the pacer had started causing more trouble for them? They are not having any idea whatsoever what's happening out in the middle. The batters of Delhi University. Priyansh is batting in 10 but struggling against Dinesh in the first 2 deliveries. Look at that, 3 successive deliveries pitched in that beautiful 4th stump line. The batter is playing for that straighter delivery, and the swing is causing all the trouble.
Yeah, the outswing, Priyansh simply cannot judge the line. Even though if he judges the line, the ball is nipping away. So the ball's getting the best of Priyansh here.
As a result of that movement, there are 2 slips in place, hoping that the batter will edge the ball, and it is not looking very comfortable for the batters out there. I'm telling you, that is one of the reasons why I was talking about it. The bowlers always get an advantage during the first 6 or 7 overs in the morning session. He was trying to get the movement away. This time around it was straight up delivery. So Priyansh will be very happy sitting at the non-striker's end, because he was really struggling.
Looking at the movement there, I would have a 3rd slip if I was the captain, Girande.
But the problem is the batter needs to connect to the ball. He was not reading the line of the ball at all. So Dinesh is starting wonderfully well. So the skipper Kuldeep Yadav will be facing him for the very first time, and let me tell you what, it's not going to get easy. You know, the field restrictions are on during the power play in T20s. The batting side would love to capitalize on it. Yesterday we saw when Lokesh Bum was playing that, you know, attacking inning, especially in the power play. It's been a very different story today. Yorked him. Lucky that he got a bit of bat on it. A beautiful delivery. So that's the end of over number 5. Delhi University 15 for 3.
What over Dandai, what over Dandai. अनि तिमी त्यतैबाट कभर चार्दा हुन्छ है ए ल नाइ नाइ ठीक छ यति
So the Bonpun will continue from 2 end, and Priyans will be in strike.
No, no, no.
Goes.
Hey.
He was trying to go over the top. Over pitch delivery. He should have capitalized on it because they are not getting enough of those loose deliveries where they can score. But this was certainly in the arc for the batter. So that's what the pressure does. Drifted towards the leg side.
Sometimes even if it's over-pitched by D1, the ball seems to drift a bit and the batsman seems to be confused. Usually you see a good treatment for an over-pitch delivery. Not today.
Again drifting towards the leg. D1 was bowling really well in the first 2 overs. He was trying to go for the stump, but in the first 2 deliveries, in this over especially, his length has moved just a bit towards the leg side. He needs to get that rhythm going, how he bowled that first 2 overs. Look at that again, there's a hint of movement. I do understand that he is aiming for this stump, but when the ball is spinning, it's better that you just keep your line just outside the stump, you know, let that ball angle in towards the middle and leg. So 4 dot deliveries so far. Outside off, straight up, over the top, the first 6. So Priyans knows that this is the last over of the power play, made the full use of it. Let's have a look into the replay. Look at that, it was right in there. There is no filter protecting the boundary because of the power play restriction in that long off reason. Easy pickings. So mind you, that's a 65-meter boundary, and it looked small.
It definitely looks small, but it isn't. You walk around TU center, and those distances, you need some long levers to hit it.
Again, going towards that leg side. That's what happens, you know, when the batters start to attack the bowler, they lose their rhythm sometime, and this is what exactly happened to the Bonpun because he has just been hit for a 6. Just trying to cramp the batter. Oh, better delivery. Trying to play that late cut shot. There's protection out there. So Diwan completes his 3. Midwestern University have taken 3 wickets, but Delhi have been able to score 22. It's 23 for 3.
Thank you. Players, and a power play, and a power play.
So the power play has been concluded. Delhi University 22 for 3. Priyans batting beautifully. Other than that, they've lost 3 very important wickets. Dinesh continuing. He bowled magnificently in the very first over, but going towards the leg side to start the 7th over. So with that, we have got change in comm box. Joining me will be Divash. Good morning, Divash.
Good morning, Kiran. It seems the first over was good.
Better delivery this time around. Just outside off, angling towards the stump. That's where they need to be bowling the bowlers from Midwest. Look at that. Let's have a look into the power play. The very first delivery of the game, Bipin Khatri came into action, and then it was Diwan Pun struck right in plumb. And then the last delivery of the second over from Bipin struck in the leg stump. Good ball, just kissed the outside edge of the bat, racing towards the boundary. Good effort from the fielder, Diwan Pun, on that occasion, saving that shut-in 4. So Midwest are looking very strong.
they will not mind those single and doubles. They have to keep the line and length as they were keeping the very first overs, wicket to wicket. Keep the ball go towards the middle stump and then let it do the work.
Good ball again. The good thing for Dinesh is he's getting the movement away from the batter. The outswingers are coming into action. So the ball in the previous ball, it was outside is racing towards the boundary, but Diwan did beautifully to stop the run being scored from 1 to 2. Oh, good ball again. That's what I'm talking about. Just keep it in the line. Dinesh is understanding the pitch very well. He's not trying to do anything fancy. Hasn't tried much. Apart from that wide in that first delivery, he has been keeping the line really tight. And the movement of the ball, out-swinging deliveries, the batter doesn't have any clue whatsoever. Kuldeep Yadav on that occasion as well. You know, this is typical ball where during the Ashes we've seen during the Border Gavaskar Trophy, Virat Kohli lost his wicket consecutively. So it's always a threatening delivery for in any format of the game, just in that 5th, 6th line, and then moving away from the batter. Never an easy job.
As you told me earlier, there's some grass on the pitch and he's just keeping the ball away from the batter, like the 5th, 6th stump, and the rest job will be done when the batter will touch it.
So that concludes over number 7, Delhi University, 25 for 3.
Mystery.
So change in bowling. Diwan has been replaced with the young spin sensation Subhash Pandari. How well he bowled during that under-19 World Cup and during NPL as well. A great future prospect for Nepalese cricket. He's very young, but he has got a very matured mindset when it comes to bowling. It won't be very easy for the batters of Delhi University to go against Subhash Pandari.
As a cricket fan, I feel this is a great exposure for the upcoming generation. Previously, there were no such tournaments, so it will be beneficial for the upcoming generation like Subhash Pandari and the other players.
Look at that. The first ball he bowled was angling into the stump. This one was just outside the off stump. So he's keeping the batter in 2 minds because that's always tricky because you don't know where the bowler is going to bowl. And Subhash is really good at it. Into the arc, I was talking about it. The ball's way up in the air into the same pair of gloves of Deepak Dumre. Deepak knows how Subhash bowls because they played together in a lot of occasions. On that occasion, the batter was too ambitious, was trying to go over the top. I was telling Subhash Pandari will always keep you in 2 minds. So Priyansh loses his patience and loses his wicket.
Some magical piece of bowling. You never know what's coming in. That's the way he got the wicket.
Look at that. He was trying to clear that fielder in the leg side. Thick outside is way up in the air. Deepak Dumre said, thank you very much. So the 4th wicket has gone down. Subhash Pandari strikes in his very first over. Priyansh is walking slowly back to the pavilion. Delhi University 25 for the loss of 4 wickets, struggling at the moment.
So let's stop.
वो मिडल होगा दाइ अलि त्यबाट यहाँ खेल्नु वेल्डन भन्डु
Is the new batter. Look at that. They're trying to play with the straight bat, but still, getting that outside edge, inside edges. Deepak Dumbre very focused, very composed. How many times have we seen these two youngsters in that under-19, supporting each other, complementing each other? Good ball again, angling in towards the left-hander, Divyanshu.
With this current rate, the
They certainly do. He was trying to play, caught it in the very last occasion. Lucky that it didn't go into the slip's hand. So all the 3 spinners have started their first over with a maiden wicket over. This is the 3rd occasion in the game. Subhash Pandari this time around. Delhi University needs to produce some magic from here. The score 25 for 4. So Delhi University winning the toss, electing to bat first. I was talking with Nikesh earlier that I was very surprised to see them electing to bat, because TU pitches, they always support the bowlers. In that first hour of play, that's what's happened. Midwest University must have been really happy after they lost the toss, being very honest. They got what they wanted, and the man with the magical hands, magical arm, Bipin Khatri, is back again. Kuldeep Yadav played it really late. The ball was into the leg side. He was just hanging his bat in there, knowing that it's gonna give them 1 extra run. Every run counts from here on for Delhi University. Good line into the stump.
No.
So the batters will take a single. So there's a lot of responsibility into the shoulders of skipper Kuldeep Yadav. Winning the toss, electing to bat, already turning out to be a nightmare of a decision for Delhi University. Divyanshu. The left-hander, one advantage that Delhi University has at the moment is the left-hand-right combination that they have. Bipin Khatri has already taken 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Ooh, that ball was very close to that outside edge of the bat.
So I was telling, the only job they need to do is rotate the strike.
Drifting towards the leg side again. Wide signaled by umpire Ravindra Gupta on that occasion. So 2 more runs added to the extra. Let's have a look into that. He was trying to bowl it straight, just a hint of turn for him, but the line was very wrong from Bipin. So compared to first 2 overs that he bowled, this over is not that ideal. He's all over the place, mostly towards the leg side, and that's what the right hand left hand combination does.
They won't mind from where the runs are coming. They just need some runs on the board.
Good ball coming back in. They are appealing for it. It will be interesting to see. The replay is asking for referral. We don't have that. This keeper. But it will be very interesting to see, was there any bat involved? If the bat was involved, that should and would have been out. Let's have a look. Oh, they were right. It kissed the gloves into the pads. Subhash Pandari, look at him. Just asking, wasn't that out? It's not a very common scene in cricket that you saw this sort of dismissals. Look at that. Straight from his gloves. Drifting towards the leg side. That might have saved him. Bipin Khatri. The long over comes to an end with those 3 extras. Now still one delivery. Like the long over is getting us really confused. 3 extras already. He has already bowled 9 balls. This is the 10th ball outside the off. Played it with really soft hands. I'd love to have a second look into that replay. We will show you that. Let's have a look into that.
Better side change, left arm over.
Yes, it was in the bat. Bat and then into the pass. The ball batter was trying desperately. That was a wicket for sure, but it's never easy to, you know, assess it at the right occasion. We don't have any referral system. So the over has finally concluded. After 9, Delhi University 32 for 4.
Hello. भाई साहब आपका पहला मैच है
So both the openers were gone for a golden duck in the very first deliveries. Priyansh is the only batter who has been in the double score, double figure so far. Subhash Pandari will continue a maiden wicket over in his very first over. Will continue from TU end, and Divyanshu is yet to get up the mark. Will be facing him. Good ball. You know what Subhash is doing is he's bowling very far away from that stump, trying to get that natural angle, angling into the batter. What that does is it really cramps the batter to get the room, especially to the left-hander.
With this left and right combination, if they're gonna rotate the strike for a couple of overs, they will have some good score, and they can pick some bad balls. Right now they are in low confidence, so it's really hard for them.
Well played. Kuldeep has been in the crease, faced 13 deliveries, just scored 3 runs.
Yes.
That shows you how well the bowlers have bowled, not offering any width whatsoever in most of the occasions. And the story continues. The batter is being deceived. Yet again, how many times have you seen that today? Good ball. Angling across the batter.
They are just confused whether he can take the ball towards the wicket or it will go outside the stump.
Good ball. Subhash is creating a lot of problem for Kuldeep Yadav at the moment. Very concerned dog out there. Oswald trying to play it cross, was nearly very close to the batter. Bipin Khatri, a gun fielder, I must say. One of the most promising fielders from his side. Let's have a look into that. Played it there. It was hit really hard. Look at Bipin Khatri sprinting in, diving efforts, saving that certain boundary. A great fielding. That gives a lot of boost to the side as well. So that concludes the first half of the play. And the players will be taking the drinks. So the score after 10, Delhi University 34 for 4. So after the third drinks break, we are back again. Look at that scorecard of Delhi University. They won't be very pleased with that. So Priyansh is the only batter who has got into double figures. Bipin Khatri, look at that. 3 overs, 12 dot balls, 13 runs and 2 wickets, a wicket each for Diwan Poon and Subhas Pandari. 7 extras. And would you believe it, with that 7 extras still halfway down the line, they are 34 for 4.
This keeper, KD, is fighting as a warrior.
So Subhash has given 2 runs in his 2 overs, has taken a wicket. There has been bowling change. Kuldeep's batting on 4 of 17 deliveries, clearly struggling. Divyansu has scored just a run of 6 deliveries. So Suraj is the new bowler. So with the left-hand, right-hand combination here, Divash, what they're doing is they're taking their time because the spinners have bowled really quick overs, so that will give them the luxury of taking their time and setting up the field right.
Do you feel some of these upcoming players from the university level will be playing NPL in the next season? Like Subhas Pandari, some fiery pacers like Suraj, they're bowling really well at these 2 conditions.
Good ball. It was in middle leg. The fielder did all the hard work, but happened to fumble the ball at the very last occasion. Diwan Poon, jersey number 12, he is not very pleased with himself. So Suraj Bohra is the new bowler with jersey number 8, bowling from the Chovar end. Delhi University, they are taking their time, but they have to cut loose very soon because there's not much score on the board. Drifting towards the leg. He just put his pad across there. Leg by signaled, rightly so, by the umpire.
Right now, the main thing they need to do is get the bat on the ball, and then they can try some sort. Right now, rotating the strike is a clever move for the few overs, like up to 14 or 15 over, and they can charge after the 15.
Good ball, teasing the left-hander, just going away from him. Well, the bowlers of Midwest have done a fantabulous job so far. You know, taken those 4 very important wickets, just put Sackles in the flow of the runs, 37. Suraj is doing what their partners have been doing so far. Played it with really soft hands, Divyansu, on this occasion. They are not going to take the chance against Bipin Khatri. A very sharp fielder in the middle. And you know what, very interesting thing with this left and right in combination, there is a lot of exercise for the umpires. Mind you that they have to go cross the leg side each time the strike is rotated. Outside of stump, was in the air, just clears that fielder in the point region. Back for a single. Let's have a look into that. He was trying to go over the top. So the gully fielder had to do all the running, but it was the fielder protecting the boundary. On the offside, cut the ball off, and that's the end of first over from Suraj conceded 4 runs. Delhi University 39 for 4. If you have just tuned into Prime Television SD and the scorecard you are seeing, Trust me, it's of a T20 game. I know it looks the other way around, but Midwest University have bowled brilliantly so far. Subhash Pandari with his third
Catch it, yeah.
was trying to go across. On that occasion also not in full control, taking the edge of the bat. You know, things are looking very hard for the batters out in the middle.
We see in the previous over of Subhas, he was just taking the ball away from the batter. So it was the same ball. If the batter is trying to go across, they will be leading ace and they will cut out. From this stage of game, they just need some couple of boundaries to get over the harm done at the beginning of the game.
So Subhash on this occasion just trying to york the batter. What Subhash has done is he has been really unpredictable, as he always does. You know, he has varied his line of the delivery. The length has been more or less very consistent. The previous ball was a Yorker length ball. This time he pulled his length a bit down, and the batter was trying to play across the line. You don't do that against Subhash Pandari. You need to play with this straighter bat. Divyanshu 11-12 with that delivery, just scored 4 runs. I'm very sure that's not what the University batters have expected.
For this left and right hand combination, what Subhas is doing is he's just bowling some sort of
Yes. Look for two, come on.
Played it towards the leg side for easy single. So one good thing their Delhi batters have done in this over is they are not trying to go over the top. Apart from that one single occasion when it took the outside edge of the bat, they are just happy to rotate the strike and be at the non-strikers end. Good ball. So just 3 runs of the over. Number 3 from Subhash Pandari, Delhi University. 42 for 4 after 12. Suraj Bohra will continue from the Chovar end, and Kuldeep Yadav will be facing him. He has already faced 22 deliveries. Mind you, and had scored just 8 that on that occasion. Played it late. The good thing he did was he was not trying to go hard. He played it with soft hands. That's why even though it kissed the outside edge, the batters were able to take a single. So there's a change in comm box. Divis is taking a break and Nikesh joins me in the comm box.
Thank you, Kiran. Yeah, that was a deliberate shot there from Divyanshu.
Kuldeep, it was indeed. Nikesh, I know things get tricky at occasions in here in the comm box. Divyanshu is in the strike now. Nevertheless, these 2 batters, though they haven't scored much, but have been able to stabilize the inning. That is in terms of wickets. Drifting towards the leg, angling towards the leg. Not a very good delivery from Suraj. So far, the bowlers have done good job, so they have to continue bowling that very tight line. Delhi University, on the other hand, won't mind that. That's a better line. That's the line I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's hitting the deck pretty hard, I would assume. And the grass patches have been utilized well by the seamers by Midwestern University bowlers here. Suraj doing the same thing.
Again, not offering any width for the batter, just bowling in and around that stump line or just outside the off stump has been really effective so far for all the bowlers up Midwest, and that's where they've got most of the wickets. You know, just cramping the batters for that room. Look at that, Nikis. How many times have we seen that happen today?
Many, many times. Just utilizing the pitch, not doing much, bowling accurately, and letting the pitch do the wonder.
TU pitch living it up to its reputation. Nothing surprising though, there is again, so it creates the natural angle against the left-hander, and there is some out swing available for Suraj. So that will conclude his second over. The 13th for Midwest, Delhi, 4-4 for 4. So the partnership is of 19 of 33 deliveries so far. Subhash Pandari continues. So 19 of 34 with that delivery. And believe it or not, this is the highest partnership for Delhi University. The projected score is just 71. Trying to go over the top, missed it completely. Ooh, lucky for them. Rabindra Gupta indicating there that it was pissed outside the leg stump, and rightly so, but that ball was definitely crashing into the stump. This shows how well Midwest have bowled. Good ball, playing down the ground. They are in no rush, going for big shots. Delhi University, you know, that's what happens when you lose too many wickets in the first hour of the play.
Yeah, that's very right. And so much talent in Subhash Pandari as well. Got a lot of variation. We've seen some carom ball. It's stock delivery with seam up as well. Getting the batsman guessing.
Good ball and equally well played. So the good thing for the Delhi University batters is they are at least getting some bat onto the ball. They were clearly struggling to do so earlier in the innings, and that is one of the reasons why they've lost so many wickets. I must say that was earlier the fall of wickets in clusters. Subhash Pandari, he is always very miser in giving runs. Just conceded 6 runs in 3.5 overs and has taken that wicket with the maiden. You cannot ask for more from your bowlers. So Subhash Pandari concludes his dream spell. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 6 runs and a wicket. Delhi University 45 for 4 after 14. So 45 for 4, current run rate is 3.21. Delhi University really has to do something about the score now. They have to cut loose, even though they will lose the wickets. They have to get the scoreboard ticking now, and it has to take really fast. Suraj on that occasion, beautiful delivery, nipped back in. Kuldeep is surprised. The middle stump has been uprooted. Look at that. Beautiful delivery. He had no clue whatsoever. Kuldeep was said he had faced 26 deliveries before that. Look at that. How pleasing sight is that for a pace bowler?
Nothing going Delhi University way here. The ball nipping back in, it just caresses the middle stump and dislodges it. That's a long stroll back into the pavilion one more time for Delhi University.
The skipper did all the hard work, 27 deliveries, 10 runs. And when I was just talking that they have to get the scoreboard ticking, they lose another wicket, the 5th wicket perishes. So Kuldeep Yadav has been clean bowled by Suraj Bohra. Delhi, 45 for 5. Hers is the new batter. Half of the side is already back to the hot for Delhi University. Suraj gets his first. Clean bowled, cannot get better than that for any medium pacer or a fast bowler. You know, always a pleasing sight. Drifting towards leg. I don't know why they are bowling in the leg side. The ball in that round and in and around off stump has been doing all the job for them.
That must be the intention from Suraj here as well. This time just slightly outside of the middle stump. The batsman flicking it for a single. Divyansu now in the crease. He's already faced 21 deliveries, just scoring 4 runs. There was not much going for Delhi University. Just a bit of partnership building, and we have a new batsman in now.
Outside the stump, Deepak Dumbre on this occasion couldn't grab the ball neatly. The umpire signals by. There was no bat involved. But that ball was way outside the reach of the batter. In modern cricket, especially if you watch it in the T20, Nikas, the wide Yorkers, the wide deliveries are normally very effective. You know, every dot ball turns out to be a gold for the bowling side. And we have seen a lot of golds today.
It's just that accuracy that Midwestern University pacers have been able to do throughout the day. Just hit the deck right, just get the ball accurately pitching in the good length, the pitch will give you the wicket. It seems as simple as that for the bowlers today.
On that occasion, the ball just nipped back in slightly, a bit of in-swinger from Suraj there. You know, the hard part for them was Suraj has been bowling a lot of in-swingers, and the other patient, Dinesh Sadhikari, was bowling a lot of out-swingers, so it's been very tricky for the batters of Delhi University. Good ball, that missed outside edge by a whisker. Great ball to end the over number 3 for Suraj. 3 overs, 1 for 7 is his figure so far. Delhi University, 47 for 5. Nothing much happening out there in the Manhattan, as you can see. You know, the maiden overs, the wickets falling, 8 runs over 3 or 4 of them probably, and that's been the story of the day so far for Delhi University. Lost their 5 wickets, just conceded 47 runs, Midwest bowlers. So Diwan Pun comes back into the bowling, who has bowled 3 overs, got 1 for 14 with a maiden over in his pocket. Will be bowling his final over, and Divyanshu will be facing him. Ooh. The batter was in two minds whether to go for the shot or leave it alone.
Those half-hearted shot. That's when you might just give it away.
Good ball. He's taking the ball away from the left-hander. Off-spin bowler. It's never too easy for a left-hander to face, being very honest. Trying to play across the line. The ball's in the air. The fielder himself, the bowler, did all the hard work, raised in there. Just couldn't get that ball into his hands.
Nothing short, to be honest with that. It was a half-hearted shot one more time. Good effort from Diwanpun there, giving it all, diving in front of the ball, but just couldn't cup it for the wicket. I'm waiting for that delivery which nips back in.
It does for the right-hander because he's an off-spinner. So, what you're trying to say is you want to see the doosra from the bowler that will be leaving the batter and going to another direction. A bit of shot of length. Delivery, played it for an easy single. So with Diwanpun, with that catch, he stopped for a while. That is one of the reasons he couldn't get into the line of the delivery. So Diwan completes his spell of 4 overs. Oh, in fact, 1 delivery to go. Just 2 runs conceded in this over. The final delivery, a huge appeal, and the finger goes up. Divyanshu has to walk back to the pavilion. He was clearly struggling. 5 of 26 deliveries. Diwanpun started the proceedings with the wicket in his very first ball, ends the proceedings with the wicket in his very final delivery. LBW out. Divyanshu did all the hard work. Is out for 5. LBW to Diwanpun. They lose the 6.
You simply set him up, give him room to play for the earlier 2 deliveries of the over, and then at last, it was not the doosra I was talking about, or you mentioned earlier, but just that delivery didn't do as much when it comes to giving that length, and it hit. I assume it would hit the off stump of Divyanshu. He had to depart. Played 26 deliveries, just scored 5 runs. Not much there for Divyanshu. Back in the crease is Saujanya now. It's 49 for 6, Delhi University.
How many times do you see when a partnership breaks, the partner works back? Always, more often than not. So the 2 new batters, Bipin Khatri with his final over. 2 for 13 of 3. Saujanya is the new batter accompanying him. So these 2 needs to open the arms now. They cannot just stay there and, take 1s or 2s. It's below par in TU. So Bipin Khatri, can he get the 7th for his side? Good ball. Just playing down the ground as Saujanya gets up the mark. So it becomes very important for Delhi to cut loose now.
And it would be a difficult task with Dipin on the other side.
Trying to go over the top, a huge appeal. The umpire shakes his head. He is not interested. Let's have a look into the replay. Pitched in line. Must have missed the leg stump. Must have missed the leg stump. It was on the first stump line to in the leg side. But very well bowled Bipin.
It's that grass in the surface. Even the spinners are getting good bounce today.
dancing the underground and missed it completely. Bipin says thank you for doing that. Actually, that was his plan. He was inviting the batter to come down and come after him. That's why he pitched the ball a bit short. But when Bipin bowls those delivery, it's always heading towards the stump. Hers is clean bowled. Bipin takes his third. Majority of the wickets have been taken by the spinners for the side.
What a view that one. Bipin, what a player, what a bowler. Just hitting the deck, doing everything right, inviting the bowler to loft it, batsman, pardon, inviting him to loft it and completely misses it. It's as usual as they say it, you hiss, I miss. You miss, I hit.
So 51 for 7. Bipin Khatri 3 for 15 in 3.4 overs. And you know what? All the 3 wickets that Bipin has taken today, all of them has been clean bowled. So he is going for another wicket. He's aiming that stump again. Yash is the new batter. So the final delivery of Bipin Khatri's spell. Drifting towards leg. He's not happy with himself, Bipin Khatri. He must have thought the batter will dance down the ground and he can get a wicket through stumping. That might have been the only reason why he's bowled outside the leg stump, because he's very accurate with his line and length. Just missed it. So a wonderful spell of 4 overs, 1 maiden, 3 wickets, 16 runs for Bipin Khatri. A wonderful bowler, a wonderful fielder, and he lives up to his name in their first game of Jai Nepal Cup. Look at that, 4 overs, 16 dot balls, 4 extras, 3 wickets with that 1 maiden. Economy of 4. Well, the skipper must be delighted to see that. Subhas Pandari, Bipin Khatri, Diwan Pun, all their spinners doing a fantabulous job for their side. Delhi University 52 for 7. So Dinesh Adhikari comes back in the 18th over. Has bowled amazing outswingers in his first spell. It will be interesting to see how the ball reacts to his bowling. Drifting towards leg again. Too many extras being conceded. Honestly, in the tournament so far, in the first game yesterday as well, there has been lots of extras being given from Trivandrum University bowlers. No difference today. Outside off. That was a nothing shot, to be honest.
Yeah, they've been playing half-hearted sort throughout this innings now. And also, Dinesh not doing much. He shouldn't be. Just hit that outside off length or attack the stump and he'll get the wicket. As simple as that. They've been struggling quite a bit with pace bowling. Nevertheless, with spin.
Good ball. Ooh, they were going after that run out. Would have been interesting if there would have been a direct hit.
The fielding is on point too.
Run out. Would have been interesting if there would have been a direct hit.
The fielding is on point too. Not much misfield from Midwestern University infield. We just saw one misfield that gave 1 run away. Doesn't extra for sure, but the fielding has been quite tight.
Oh, good ball. That ball bounced off the pitch. Interesting. We haven't seen that throughout the innings so far. It wasn't that short, mind you, but the ball traveled. It just kept on climbing up. Took Yash by surprise.
Testing the batsman there, surprising him with a bouncer. This is the right time to do it.
Well, talking about testing the batters, all the batters have been tested throughout the game, being very honest. At times with the spin, at times with the drift, at times with the swingers. That was the only occasion. Four for 7.
Better right arm over.
So, 18 overs have been bowled. Delhi University 54 for 7. Partnership is 3 of 8 deliveries. So, Raj continues with his final over. He was trying to make room for himself. If he would have stayed in the crease, that would have been a wide ball to start again. Suraj has just conceded 7 runs in his spell so far, has taken a wicket. Leg by signal on that occasion by the umpire.
Impressive by all the bowlers, as you can see, 55 for 7. Not much there at offer for anyone who was here to enjoy T20 cricket. It's been back nipper.
One thing is, like, you know, in the modern day cricket, it's been all about batters, you know, like scoring 170 or 180 in T20 has been normal. But I don't mind seeing bowlers, you know, coming aggressively and taking those wickets and making their game out of nowhere. It's a good side. If you bowl well, if you bowl disciplined, well, the game's yours as well. Drifting towards leg again. Suraj Bohra missing his rhythm in his final over. Maybe he's trying to help his batters, you know, get some score in the board and then go about the business, because at the moment, you know, 56 for 7 playing a T20 game. 3.05 is the current run rate. Nothing much happening. Yes, on that occasion again. How many times he has done it? 8 deliveries, no runs. Already 3 or 4 wild swings. Well, if you want to play those good shots, those big shots, at least cover the line of the delivery.
Yeah, the wild swings baffle me. You got to get to the other strike, other side of the pitch. Just nudge the ball for a single and you're good to go.
At least he connected on this occasion is Yash and will get up the mark. Finally, after 9 deliveries, he has been able to get that first run on the board. Shaujan, on the other hand, has faced 4. Just scored 2. I don't know, it's the time for the batters to cut loose, you know, just 8 deliveries left in the game, just 57 on the board. Stepping down, trying to go over the top, missed it completely. Suraj hits the leg stump. Well, I don't know how well prepared the batters of Delhi University were, but you know, like with the regulation deliveries as well, they are clearly struggling. We expected a lot better performance from the batters of Delhi University, being very honest.
If you love bowling, if you love a good bowling performance, today it is. An in-swinger again from Suraj, caressing that leg stump. Dubey doesn't seem that happy, does he?
Well, he has only himself to blame for. So that will bring another batter. Is it the batter number 9? He is a left-hander.
Slightly towards the middle.
Karthik.
Yeah, leg stick guarded.
Karthik Mehra is the new batter. Suraj has taken 2, conceding just 9 runs in 3.5 overs spell.
Hit a right arm over. One more.
The lanky customer Suraj here would want one more.
Dot ball to end what you call a superb spell from Suraj Bohra. 4 overs, 9 runs with the economy of 2.25, 14 dot balls, and has taken 2 wickets. That's been a kind of the day for the bowlers. You know, absolute carnage out there for the batters of Delhi University. None of them has been able to understand the bowling of Midwest. As a result, 57 for 8. With the last over to come, and it will be Dinesh Adhikari.
Seems a bit bulky, Dinesh, doesn't he? Lanky customer and Suraj from the other end. It's Dinesh against Yash. He's played 9 deliveries already, just scored 1. That one slash towards the covered region where he was able to get a single.
And the story continues in the bowling of Dinesh outside the off stump. Just a bit of swing in offer for Dinesh. The batters, well, they are doing what they have done throughout, just hanging the bat in there. And are not even getting close to the line of the ball. Angling in on that occasion. For easy single, Yash won't mind it because he has been struggling throughout. 2 of 11. Well, let's see the left-hander Karthik, how he will approach the final 4 deliveries. Whether they will be happy to just go for a single, which I don't think will be ideal for them. 58 for 8 with 4 deliveries to go. Dinesh, 3.2 overs. He hasn't got any wicket, but has kept the bowling really tight. Just conceded 7 runs.
You are number 10, 4 deliveries to go. This is where you let loose. Have your day, Karthik.
York Tim. He was just standing in his crease. He was trying to do like stand and deliver kind of thing. Rabindra there. Rabinjan Sahib, very experienced campaigner. Again, that's been a kind of the day with Yash and the ball. Direct hit. Is he walking? Deepak Dumbre on that occasion. You know, the batter missed it. They were attempting a run. And straight, it was hit, direct hit. I'm very sure that's a wicket because the batter was no way around that crease. Yep, slowly walking back is Karthik. Just missed 2 balls for a single run. They were trying to steal a quick run. But, the young Dumbre, how impressive he has been. Coming from a denied team, very great with keeping up. That was a run out, I'm very sure. Again, that's the wrap-up of the innings. Dinesh takes wicket finally. Just taken the off stump of Yash, and that's the end of innings for Delhi University. Very disappointed indeed. 59 all out in the 20th over. Dinesh Adhikari taking the final wicket. Very economical, very disciplined. So the whole innings is wrapped up. Let's have a look into the replay of the last wicket. He was just trying to slap the ball. It was Yash. There he goes.
A great bowling effort by Midwest here. What baffled me was the lack of persistence from Delhi University batsmen. They just simply couldn't understand the line and length. Yes was swinging while they were going haywards, couldn't score any run. A bit of credit for the excellence of bowlers like Bipin Khatri, Diwan Pun, Dinesh Adhikari. But it was a tough day for Delhi. 59 for 10 in 19.5 overs. 60 is runs to get for Midwest.
Let's have a look into the highlights of the first inning. That was the very first ball wicket for Bipin Khatri. That was the first boundary. Very rare one today that we saw. Bipin Khatri again coming into the action, straight into the leg stump. The very disappointed batter on that occasion, but he had only himself to blame for that. And then there comes the massive and the only sixth of the game. Trying to go across the line against Subhash. Deepak Tumre doing the job. That occasion. Good fielding effort from the fielders. That was really tricky one. That must have been out. It was the bat and the pads. 4 on that occasion, and that delivery nipped back in, middle stump uprooted, and that was a great effort. The 1 point stop there, otherwise he should have got that. And LBW out. Bipin Khatri in. Bipin Khatri takes a wicket. That's been the kind of the day. Suraj coming into action, getting the wicket for himself. Clean bowls on that occasion, and that was the whole story. For Delhi University, look at that. Both openers gone for not of the first delivery, Priyank 18 and Kuldeep Yadav 10. Apart from that, none of the batters have been able to score in 2 figures, 14 extras, and despite that, the score is 59. Would you believe it? Let's have a look into the bowling card now. That will be very pleasing side for Midwest supporters and the players. Bipin Khatri 4 overs, 16 balls, 16 runs, 3 wickets, 2 for Diwan Pun, conceded 16, and look at 3 Dinesh Adhikari 3.5, 8 runs and a wicket. Subhash Pandari just 6 runs and a wicket, and Suraj Bora taking 2 wickets, just conceding 9 runs. Very, very disciplined effort. So when Midwest will come to bat, they need to chase 60 runs in that allocated 20 overs. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be back with the chase.
Current Noodle presents Mero Yota Sathi Sa, Reloaded with Naresh Bhattrai.
यसरी भन्नुहुन्छ कि कहिले मैले सपोर्टै गरेको छैन जस्तो
नगराउनु त
उहाँको बानी के छ भने दाइ तपाईँलाई मैले केही भनेको छु कहिल्यै यसपालि भन्नुहुन्छ सधैँभरि भनेकै भने हुन्छ क्या
बच्चा पाउने कुराको उसमा चाहिँ त्यो इस्युज एकदम भयङ्कर यस्तो न यति अपराधी जस्तो बनाइदिएको हो क्या त
बिल्कुलै होइन पहिला पानी खाउँ
प्रकाश सुवेदीले पानी खाए नरेश भट्टराईको प्रोग्राममा ब्रेकिङ न्युज
यदि रेखाजी जस्तो मान्छे होइन जसको नाम छ दाम छ सबै कुरो छ नि यहाँ यस्तो स्थापित नायिका चाहिँ आफ्नो बच्चा जन्माउन चाहिँ विदेश जानुपर्ने अवस्था आयो भने त अरूको के हाल होला
Current Noodle presents Mero Yota Sathi Cha, Reloaded with Naresh Bhattrai. Title sponsor Current Hot and Spicy Noodles. Powered by
10 आयुर्वेदिक हर्ब सहितको बोरो प्लस परिवारमा बोरो प्लसको जादु
supported by
झन्डुबा एक पाम तीन काम झन्डुबा राख्नुस् सधैँ आफ्नो साथ
सिजन 1 मा तपाईहरुले दिनुभएको मायाले उत्साहित भएको छु र लिएर आउँदै छु मनका कुरा विथ बसन्त चौधरी सिजन 2 अघिल्लो सिजनमा अलि बढी नै औपचारिक भयो कि जस्तो लाग्यो यस सिजनमा दिल खोलेर कुरा गर्न आउने छु कार्यक्रमलाई अझ रोचक र रोमाञ्चक बनाउन आई एम कमिङ विथ लोड्स अफ फन फिल्ड सरप्राइजेस मनका कुरा मनसँग गर्न छिट्टै नै लिएर आउँदैछु
मनका कुरा विथ बसन्त चौधरी सिजन 2
प्रतीक्षा गर्नुहोला
मात्र प्राइम टेलिभिजन एचडी मा
पोखरा त साँच्चीकैको पोखरा नै रहेछ माछा पुछ्रे फेवातालमा पौडी खेल्दो रहेछ पोखरा त साँच्चीकैको पोखरा नै रहेछ माछा पुछ्रे
पूर्व प्राथमिकदेखि विश्वविद्यालय तहसम्म के पढ्ने किन पढ्ने कसरी र कहाँ पढ्ने समग्र शिक्षा क्षेत्रको नीतिदेखि नेतृत्वसम्मको विश्लेषण र दिशानिर्देश कार्यक्रम सार्थक शिक्षा
म नारायण आचार्यको साथमा मात्र प्राइम टेलिभिजन एचडी
टाइटल स्पोन्सर पाठशाला स्कुल न्यू बानेश्वर काठमाडौँ sponsored by ACCA Think Ahead powered by Himalayan White House IB World School Tenkune Kathmandu in association with ADU Sanjal and ADUparty.com.
पिनाज सो
पशुपतिनाथ भगवान के
पसीनाले पाखो विकेट चटकाई बाउन्ड्रीलाई कटाई मैदानमा छोरी साकुलो
to chase the target that is under 100, especially in T20. So Rabindra Jung Sahi is the new batter. The opening pair for Midwest University will be very confident with. They don't have to do anything fancy. Even the rotating the strike will do the job for them. On the other hand, Delhi University need to learn from Midwest University when they burst. When they bowled, Delhi University need to do exactly the same. So they'll be starting the proceeding from TU end. Kuldeep Yadav, the keeper, will be bowling the first over. From the Indian side, the Kuldeep Yadav is one of the most successful bowlers. He bowls spin. But for Delhi University, he's a medium pacer. Looking at his run-up, it looks like he's a medium pacer. Here we go. The first ball angling towards the leg side. Wide signal. So Midwest University is off the mark with an extra.
At the very first inning, the batters of Delhi University traveled a lot to open their account, but Midwest, I think it's their day. Without a ball being bowled, it's one down.
It was angling towards the leg side. It will be interesting to see umpire's signal, leg by signal. So just kiss the bats on the very last occasion. Rabindra Jangshahi and Nishal are the two batters out in the middle. Kuldeep Yadav, better delivery on this occasion, just outside the off stump. The batter was trying to tease the ball. That's exactly what the batters of Delhi University were doing. You know, so they've the batters from Midwest needs to be cautious. They've seen how hard it was batting in the first innings. Good ball, just balling outside that off stump line.
I feel the caption of Delhi University don't have the knowledge about Nepal conditions. So if he had won the toss, and I was surprised why he chose to bat first. He's bowling so well.
Kuldeep Yadav on that occasion, beautiful ball. That's the line he should be keeping because they've got a slip in place. And there's gully, point, cover. Mid-off, mid-on. Fine leg. And the dip mid-wicket. Wrapped on the pads, very excited are the fielders, but umpire not interested. Surely it will be another leg by, if I'm not wrong. Yes, rightly signaled by umpire Gupta. Let's have a look into replay. Yes, the height, the ball was angling towards the leg side. It would have missed the leg stump. Outside the off. So dot ball to end the over after the first over. Midwest are 3 without loss. So Nishal Rawal is on strike, yet to get up the mark. Has faced 4 deliveries. And the batters, they don't need to do anything fancy at the moment. 3 runs and over required, and they've just got 3 in the first over. Good ball. He was trying to go over the top. That's one thing I'm not understanding is why is Nissel going after the batter in the first bowler after in the first delivery. He has to be watchful. They don't need to do anything fancy. I understand the bowler. Divyanshu Singh is the bowler. Just watch how the ball plays and then go about the business. They'll get plenty of chances to free the arms in the later stages of the game.
That's it. Easy one, easy one, easy.
Played across the line. There's protection out in the long on reason. For easy single. So 5 runs on the board, 1.2 overs bowled. Dot ball. So Divas, what do you think would be the mindset of the batters of Midwest?
Right now, I feel they're pretty much confident than that of Delhi University, and might have. They're looking to rotate the strike. There's no nothing extra to do. They need not to try some innovation. Simply, they can rotate the strike, stay on the crease, and look for like 20 or 25 runs. So that they will be good in the upcoming matches.
A quick single on that occasion. So both of the openers get up the mark. Already 6 runs on the board. So the batters of Midwest taking their time, and rightly so. They don't need to do anything fancy or rush the things here. Be in the middle, feel the pitch. Good ball, and give proper respect to that. So that concludes over number 2, Midwest. 6 for none. So the third over is about to start. Kuldeep Yadav, the skipper. He's coming into ball. Good ball. Just spaced outside of nip back a bit.
Kuldeep Yadav, the skipper of the Delhi University, hitting the good liner length, which is making hard for the batters to play on. It seems they are kind of bowling kind of side.
Kuldeep Yadav, beautiful delivery, just surprised the batter on that occasion. Was there an edge? Good ball from Kuldeep, mind you that. Let's have a look into that. Yes. Inside edge. That saved him. Kuldeep, look at that. Goes over the top. The ball sailing over next to the com box for a massive 6. Rabindra decided enough is enough. It's a T20 game. Let's play it like a T20 game. Decides to cut loose. With offered. Bang. He goes. That was very close to us, mind you.
Previously, he just bowled back of hand ball. It was at the good length, but now he missed and Ravinder hit it for the 6.
Coming back in on that occasion, he pulled the line just a bit further down. That's the way to go. Just grab the batter for the room. But what a shot that was. Great shot. So partnership is already 14 of 16 deliveries. Look at that, dancing down the ground, made room for himself. And just sails it over for a 6. Played it with the wrist. Easy couple of runs. It's always fascinating to see when cameraman follows the ball all the way to the boundary, whether it goes for 4s or 6 or catches. You know, the cameramen work tirelessly. Kudos to them. A big shout out. Great work. A big shout of no, and rightly so. The fielder was there just to prevent that single. So over number 3 has been bowled. Midwest 15 without loss. So chasing the target of 60 runs, Midwest are off to a good start, 15 without loss. So Divyanshu will continue from the Chovar end with his second over. And Nishal will be on strike. 3 of 11 so far. Good ball, leaving the right-hander. The ball's gone the other way this time around. Good ball. Divyanshu is a thinking bowler. It looks like the batter was expecting the ball to come back into him, but it went the other way around.
We see the magical hand of Ravindra Jadeja in jersey number 8.
Shot up lane delivery, clears the infield. The power play is on, making the use of it. First boundary for Nishal, 4 runs. Let's have a look into the replay. Shot up lane delivery from a spinner is always asking for trouble. 1 bounce over the top. Look at that. He had got plenty of time. And with the field restrictions, it was a piece of cake on offer.
Since study, I feel I'm gonna be the commentator who gonna praise and the batter's gone out. Like previously, I was appreciating Divyanshu and I was just telling him as a caliber of Ravindra Jadeja sort of ball he's bowling, and he got hit for a boundary.
More than it was like he got hit for a boundary, he was asking for trouble by himself, like short of length deliveries into the arc of the batter, you know, like you've got given room to free his arms. Field restrictions on, you can't do that, especially in T20 cricket. No. Divyanshu is bowling from very wide of the stump. So normally when you bowl from that angle, the ball comes back in, but the first delivery he bowled was leaving the right-hander. Nishal, the thinking, but he has to be consistent with that line and length. Good ball again.
Despite that, 4 came at the second ball. He bowled really well. At the end of 4, it's 19 for none.
So Rabindra Jung Sahi will be facing Karthik for the first time. Karthik has replaced the skipper Kuldeep Yadav, who was bowling from the TU end, so he will be taking the charge. Karthik Mehra and Rabindra Jung Sahi, the experienced campaigner, very good batter. Along with Nishal, they are doing good. They're doing a fine job for their side. Outside the off stump. Well timed, but it was straight in the hand of the fielder there. Overthrows, they are saying yes and no. Very sloppy fielding from DU.
There's a famous dialogue in Hindi. I'm gonna say to the Delhi University players, "Garibi mein aata gila." They have very less runs to defend, and they're just giving runs away for easy to the Midwest University.
Karthik is bowling in the fairly right length, I'd say. If you can just bowl a bit closer to the stump, you know, if the batter missed the ball, might be a close call. Nishal on strike. Outside the off, frees his arms. The fielder got a bit of hand on it. Suddenly saved 3 runs for his side.
The difference between the bowlers of Delhi University and Midwest is the bowlers of Midwest was taking towards the wicket.
Good shot, played down the ground. There's no protection in there. The ball raced towards the boundary. The fielder, fielding on mid-off region, was a bit wider, and he played it with soft. And look at that, crashed it. And the outfield up to you. You're not going to stop that. 4 runs.
That's a quick single. The previous boundary went like a treasure bullet.
So the thing for Delhi University is they were not able to put a decent score on the board. You know, 130, 140 would have been ideal score. Outside up, straight in the hand.
Current Noodle presents Mero Yota Sathi Cha, Reloaded with Naresh Bhatrai.
अनि यसरी भन्नुहुन्छ कि कहिले मैले सपोर्टै गरेको छैन यस्तो
नगराउनु त
उहाँको बानी के छ भने भाइ तपाईलाई मैले केही भनेको छु कहिल्यै र यसपालि भन्नुहुन्छ सधैँभरि भनेकै भने हुनुहुन्छ क्या
बच्चा पाउने कुराको उसमा चाहिँ त्यो इस्युज एकदम भयंकर यस्तो न यति अपराधी जस्तो
Some encouraging side for a bowler. So some spectators turning up. I'm very sure it's a bit wet in there, trying to get some warm cozy cushions for themselves. It's very well settled under the sun in the winter, sitting into you, enjoying the game. Well, can't ask for more. Played it across the line in the air and easily taken. So Rabindra Jangsahi has lost his wicket in the bowling of Divyanshu. I was talking, he was bowling really well, but he had to stick to good line and look at that on that occasion. There was no timing at all. He was trying to go across the line, took the top edge straight in the hand of the fielder.
I told you earlier, his ball.
So Deepak Dumbre is the new batter in the wicket-keeper batter, as we were talking about earlier. Got involved in a run-out as well with gloves in his hands. He's out in the middle to bat the under-9.
Current Noodle presents मेरो एउटा साथी छ Reloaded with Naresh Bhattrai.
अनि यसरी भन्नुहुन्छ कि कहिले मैले सपोर्टै गरेको छैन यस्तो
नगराउनु त
उहाँको बानी के छ भने भाइ तपाईलाई मैले केही भनेको छु कहिले यसपालि भन्नुहुन्छ सधैँभरि भनेकै भने हुन्छ क्या
बच्चा पाउने कुराको उसमा चाहिँ त्यो इस्युज एकदम भयङ्कर यस्तो न यति अपराधी जस्तो बनाइदिएको हो के त
बिल्कुलै होइन पहिला पानी खाऊँ
प्रकाश सुवेदीले पानी खाए नरेश भट्टराईको प्रोग्राममा ब्रेकिङ न्युज
यदि रेखाजी जस्तो मान्छे हैन जसको नाम छ दाम छ सबै कुरो छ नि यहाँ यस्तो स्थापित नायिका चाहिँ आफ्नो बच्चा जन्माउन चाहिँ विदेश जानुपर्ने अवस्था आयो भने त अरूको के हाल होला
Current Noodle presents मेरो एउटा साथी छ Reloaded with Naresh Bhattrai. Title sponsor Current Hot and Spicy Noodles. Powered by
10 आयुर्वेदिक हर्ब सहितको बोरो प्लस परिवारमा बोरो प्लसको जादु
Supported by
झन्डुबाम एक बाम तीन काम झन्डुबाम राख्नुस् सधैँ आफ्नो साथ
So let's have a look into the highlights of the power play. That was a massive 6 from the bat of Ravindra Jangsahi. Nishal scored that boundary into the leg side with that very good looking shot. That ball was hit with some power right to the boundary, and the only wicket fell was of Ravindra Jangsahi trying to play across the line. Digwansu getting the wicket in the final over of the power play. That's the story so far. Karthik continuing. Deepak Dumre frees his arms, plays it short. Very good effort from the fielder, jersey number 5. Saved a certain boundary for his side. Let's have a look into the replay. That was struck with some power. So Nikesh joins me in the comm box.
Dumre showing his experience, some power in that stroke earlier. He's played for ACC and ICC event from under 19 Nepal. So you'd imagine him scoring some good runs, hitting some boundaries. He's already faced 5 deliveries and scored 2 runs, so that's good going so far.
Way down the leg side, he was trying to hit it for a boundary. Didn't connect it, so wide signaled by the umpire. They're giving easy runs, you know, like you have to be very disciplined when you have just 60 runs to defend. Frees his arms yet again. This time the better connection, the better placement as well. And the result is 4 runs. Deepak Dumre is living up to the expectation.
Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Inside out shot, as simple as that. Some power and timing in it as well. Deepak Dumre, he's the man to watch.
Certainly he is. And it's always very exciting and fascinating to see a youngster coming in there, you know, proving his mark, playing the shots without fear, having the confidence within themselves. So these are the sort of things that will make you believe that the future of Nepalese cricket is in very safe pair of hands. Trying to play a nothing shot, I must say. Clean bowled. Nishal, he was set batter. He should have been more careful. I don't know. I don't understand what he was trying to do there. Too ambitious, I must say. Just trying to play cross, missed it completely. And the bails went flying. Midwest lose their second.
No reason to play across there. Head tilted and gets cleaned up. Not a good sign for Nishal there.
That was a nothing side. He wasn't even going to get a run out of that. I didn't get what he was trying to do. So Nishal is out clean bowled. Gone to 10 of 18. So Midwestern lose their second wicket. Both the openers are back in the hut.
You can see in the TV there, Deepak Dumre controlling his new batsman and he's giving some tips for sure. The much experienced one, Manish, the new batsman, in.
Manish Thapa taking his guard. He's out in the middle because Nishal played very unnecessary shot and nothing sought and lost his wicket. Karthik getting the second wicket for his side and he's first. Look at that. As soon as he missed it, he knew that he is in trouble. Final up ball of the 7th over and the finger goes up. Manish departs for a golden dog. The first delivery struck right in front of the stumps. And he has to make a long way back to the pavilion because he has just come to the crease. Let's have a look into the replay. Look at that. I don't know what he was thinking. Trying to play across the line. He repeated the mistake that Nishal did. And the result the same. So jersey number 7, Manish, is walking slowly towards the dressing room.
Delhi's back in the game now. At little as 60 runs to chase, they are back in the game, that's for sure. Repeating the mistake, same as Nishal did earlier, playing across for a straight batted shot. He would have survived that ball. It was pitched in good length, but still. A good display of bowling after 7 overs. Midwest is 36 for 3.
Raj Kumar Shah is out in the middle because Midwestern University has lost their 3rd wicket. So when Karthik bowls his next over, first delivery, he will be on a hat trick because he took 2 in 2. Divyanshu with his final over, first delivery. Deepak Dumre had started from where he left in the last over. Played it towards the leg side this time around. The only difference is, but the result, 4 runs. Look how he played it. He made room for himself, got his front foot out of the way and smashed it.
That's something to learn for the other batsmen as well. Deepak Dumre hit it well, 4 runs in the pocket.
Looks like Dumre is in a hurry to finish this game. 40 runs on the board, just 20 needed with 12.5 overs to go. So Midwest won't be under much of the trouble at the moment. 40 runs already on the board, just lost 3 wickets, 7 wickets in hand, just 20 runs required with plenty of overs to go. Goes over the top again. There's protection in the boundary. So the batters will run for easy couple. One thing with Deepak Dumre is he's not afraid to play it in the air because he's that confident that he's going to hit the ball in the gap. And even on the boundaries that he has struck previously, the ball was up in the air. He's playing uppishly with intention.
That inside-out shot over the mid-off seems very promising from Deepak Dumre.
Goes over the top again. Chip set. The ball's racing. The fielder will cut it off. So he's not trying to hit the ball too hard. What he's doing very good and very effectively is he's chipping the ball in the air, crossing that infield, and landing it in no man's land, and then, taking easy couples. Already in 15 of 11 deliveries is Deepak Dumre.
All of that with a straight bat. That sounds some experience.
And he's giving respect to the good deliveries. As we just seen, his defense is solid. His mindset is very stable. And his shots, all of them are played with straight back. Commendable. The fielder feels the pain because that was hit and timed perfectly. So the over number 8 is concluded. Midwest 45 for 3 with 15 runs needed to register their first win. So Karthik Mehra will continue from the TU end. Deepak Dumbre will be in strike. Karthik, the most successful bowler for Delhi University, 2 for 15 of 2 overs. He is on a hat-trick. This is the hat-trick ball. Remember, he took 2 wickets in 2 deliveries in the last over. The hat-trick ball goes over the top. The ball's in the air, but lands safely, crosses the boundary for 4 runs. Well, it's not easy bowling against Deepak Dumbre when he's in this sort of mood. I've told you, he is so confident with this stroke play. Easy boundary.
Not deliberate for sure, but fortune favors the brave. And brave is Deepak Dumbre today.
49 runs, just 11 needed. I'm telling you, Deepak Dumbre is in hurry to finish this game. So that will bring the 50 runs for Midwest in 8.3 overs. 8.2, I beg your pardon. With 3 wickets down, 50 runs on the board, just 10 required. Partnership is already 14 of 8 deliveries. Rajkumar faces his first delivery. He has been out there for a while, but he was enjoying Deepak's batting from the non-striker's end.
Yeah, he met with the ball very nicely.
Good shot. Rajkumar is joining the party along with Deepak Dumbre. A very good looking shot. Let's have a look into the replay. Look at that very classic shot. Full flow of the bat. Just hitting it wide of that fielder in the cover reason. No chance whatsoever. Good shot. Six required. Will they go over the top? Now Raj Kumar hits for a single. Well, with the shot of mood Deepak Dumbre is, I won't be surprised if he goes over the top for a 6 and finish the innings. There he goes, the ball's in there and taken. And taken. I was telling you, Deepak was playing uppishly. He was not afraid to play in the air. And he has paid the price. Karthik takes his 3rd. 3 for 25. Deepak Dumbre, well, he has done his job for his side. Look at that, a very well judged catch. It's never easy to be in that position and take the catch when the ball is right up above your head.
Just couldn't time it well, and a good take from the mid-on fielder as well. Well played innings from Deepak Dumbre. He faced 6 in delivery, scored 21, a handful of boundaries as well in that innings.
Better in, guys. Better in.
He's played well. He's played well.
Better in, guys.
New batsmen in the crease. They will want to get away with as much of a wicket as possible. So they've still got 6 more wickets. Rajkumar is at 5 runs, facing 3 deliveries.
Yeah, fast bowler.
Do they have something in books here? The Delhi University.
Well, there's nothing much the bowlers can do when the batters give you a 60 runs target to defend, but they've done well, you know, taking those 3 wickets. Especially Karthik Mehra bowled beautifully. Even though he went for a run, he wasn't afraid to toss it up, and he got the prize for bravery, you know, because Deepak Dumre was going after him, already smashed 2 boundaries on that over, 1 from is the new batter. So the pacer, the medium pacer is coming to bowl. So helmet is mandatory these days in cricket. When a pace bowler comes, with the spinners it's optional, but with the pace bowler you must wear a helmet. So just 5 runs required of 66 deliveries to fresh batters in the crease. Rajkumar smashed that beautiful 4, getting in the cover reason in the previous over. Let's see how he's going to approach this over. Good ball. Right on the money in the first delivery.
High arm action for Kasana. Not much pace in his delivery, but an accurate bowler it seems.
Rajkumar on strike, second delivery. That ball bounced off the pitch. It's been 3 or 4 occasions we've seen ball bouncing off just sort of the good length area. But, you know, just keeping it to dot's not going to help, because Hers needs to bowl towards the stump and get the wicket. You're defending 60 runs and you're trying to bowl the dot balls. I don't know what the strategy of Delhi University is. There he goes with those sort of deliveries. The batters will free the arm sooner or later. 3 dot balls in the over, but Midwest is not going to mind that at all. It's been totally one-sided game from the very beginning of the first over. You know, Bipin Khatri striking, Diwan Pun striking in the first over, 3 wicket down in the power play. Delhi never came back to the game after that.
Wide.
Very wide, very wide. Look at that. The batter almost was sleeping in there trying to hit that ball. He gave a full straight, but still connected. Look at that. So just a boundary shy of the victory for Midwest.
Reminds me of Rishabh Pandit earlier.
That ball was coming in. That's the line I think he should be bowling more often. At least, you know, make the batters play, keeping it away from the batter. It's not going to help the cause when you've got just like, you know, 4 runs to defend and you're just into the 10th over.
Yeah, the batsman didn't give anything for the bowlers to defend, to be honest. 60 is not much. You would have imagined Midwest to finish this even sooner, but here they are. 3 runs to score off of 62 balls. That's 3 runs required of eternity.
The question is, can they finish off in this over? It's just 4 runs needed, 2 deliveries to go. We are into the 10th over. Just a formality left in this game.
Wide.
And when that happens, the batters don't need to do anything fancy at all. Easy 2 runs. Easy 2 runs. So the target is just 2 needed. The scores are level now. Just 1 run needed. I beg your pardon. I got too excited as well. So the scores are level, halfway down. Just 2 balls to go in the 10th over. 4 wickets down, 59 runs on the board. Will this be the last ball of the game? No, it won't be. Maybe the batters, they said like, let's have some practice today and get ready for the next game.
Why not? Save it for later, they say.
It wasn't just us. Everyone's confused, including the umpire. Maybe they forgot the wide. But nevertheless, Hirsch will be bowling the final over of the 10th over. Final ball of the 10th over, I beg your pardon. So Midwest 59 for 4, just 1 run needed to secure their first win in the first game. Nah, they're going to wait for another over. So the score after 10 overs, Midwestern University 59 for 4, requiring 1 to win. So, after 10 overs, 59 runs, the umpires have decided not to take a drinks break because the scores are level. Just 1 run required. Aman Yadav is the new bowler. He'll be bowling from the TU end. And Razan will be in the strike for the first time. Hasn't faced a ball yet. Will he be hitting the winning run for his side? Let's watch. Leg spinner. Up in the air, diving effort. The batters decide against taking the single. A classical leg spinner. Look at that. The ball was in the air. They tried to go for the catch, but could have been easy single if they decided to look at that. A beautiful ball. Razan couldn't read that ball at all, and there was a turn for the leggy. A great strike. I love it when, you know, the spinners get the turn. Look at that. Right arm, left, like leg spin, always a pleasing sight to watch.
No need for that, to be honest. Your 1 run required. You would imagine that, but let's see what he does here.
Very happy faces. Must have been support of Midwest University. 3 dots. 3 dots. Look at that. Even the audience are saying it's just 1 run required. Just come on, hit it. Chilling, enjoying the cozy weather. And that's over. The batters were not doing the job, so the bowler said, no, if you can't, then I will. So the inning concludes with a wide. The inning started with a wide for Delhi University. So easy, convincing win for Midwest University. 6 wickets win. That will give a big boost to the side. Delhi University were never in the game. A convincing, easy victory. They were very good with the ball. Midwest University, I must say, with the likings of Bipin Khatri, along with Diwan Pun. Not to forget Subhash Pandari. The 3 spinners used, all of them contributed. Dinesh Adhikari was super with those outswinger, and Suraj Boras boarded well with that nipping in deliveries. So at the end, 10 wickets were perished for Delhi University, but they were just able to take 4 wickets of Midwest. So Midwest University registered their first win, and they win by 6 wickets.
A great bowling performance by Midwest and a good batting performance by Deepak Dumre as well. There are a few of the highlights.
So that was the first wicket. Bipin Khatri doing the job for the side. A rare occasional boundary came from the bat of Delhi University batters. Middle stump uprooting. Then the only 6 being hit from Delhi University's side. And look at the flurry of wickets. Subhash Pandari coming into action, avoiding the body. Another wicket. That's wicket after wicket falling for them. That was the most funniest and the most exciting part of the game. That should have been out, I'm telling you. That bad. The keeper, Dumbre, was very sensible to catch it. Boundary. Then clean bowled was Kuldeep. That was a great effort from Diwanpur, but he stopped just slightly. LBW out. Easy. Bipin Khatri comes in, chips in, middle stump. The bails goes flying. And the wicket keeps on tumbling. Suraj joining the body on that occasion. Leg stump uprooted. And then it was Dinesh's turn. And off stump this time. The stumps got all the hammering today. That was hit way up in the air. Cleared the infield. Now that's the turn for the batters of Midwest to show some action. Look at that. They were not afraid to go over the top, hit their shot initial. Hitting those lovely boundaries. And then trying to play across the line. Easy catch for the fielder. 2 in 2 on that occasion. That was the only exciting moment for Delhi University. Then Deepak Dumbre comes and says enough is enough. Let's finish it early. He was playing the shots with ease. He made batting look so easy. Look at that. That was the peak of the shot for me, crossing that cover region.
Current Noodle presents मेरो एउटा साथी छ Reloaded with Naresh Bhattrai.
अनि यसरी भन्नुहुन्छ कि कोहीले मैले सपोर्टै गरेको छैन जस्तो
नगराउनु त
उहाँको बानी के छ भने भाइ तपाईलाई मैले केही भनेको छु कहिल्यै यसपालि भन्नुहुन्छ सधैँभरि भनेकै भने हुन्छ क्या
बच्चा पाउने कुराको उसमा चाहिँ त्यो इस्युज एकदम भयंकर यस्तो न यति अपराधी जस्तो बनाइदिएको हो के त
बिल्कुलै होइन पहिला पानी खाऊ पानी प्लिज
प्रकाश सुवेदीले पानी खाए नरेश भट्टराईको प्रोग्राममा ब्रेकिङ न्यूज